Hello viewers, I am Amita Patra, Head of the Department Master of Commerce, Finance and Control, and we are discussing a very interesting topic, that is the roles and functions of Reserve Bank of India, and we had discussed the traditional functions of the Reserve Bank of India in our previous class, and I know that you must be waiting to know the other functions that are there of the Reserve Bank of India. So, in today's class we are going to proceed and discuss the other functions that we have categorized, that is the promotional functions, supervisory functions, and the other prohibitions that are there that the Reserve Bank cannot do, the functions that Reserve Bank cannot do, and I hope that it is going to be a very interesting class. So, let us start. So, we will start with today the promotional and developmental role and functions of Reserve Bank of India. The Reserve Bank of India has been performing the functions of the promoter of financial system along with several special functions and non-monetary functions. So, what are these promotional and developmental function and role? That are promotion of banking habits and expansion of banking system, export promotion through a refinance facility, development of financial system, support for industrial finance, support to the cooperative sector, support for the agricultural sector, and training provision to banking staff. Apart from training provision to banking staff, it also collect data and it also publish reports. So, these are the promotional functions or the developmental role of the Reserve Bank of India. So, if you will just look into that the traditional functions that the Reserve Bank of India is having, like it has the role of or the authority of issuing currencies and notes, it has the power of looking after or monitoring and regulating the banking sector. It is also acting as the custodian of the banking or the entire banking system of the India. It is also known as the banker to the government. It is regulating or looking after the foreign exchange part. So, like that, these are the basic traditional role that the Reserve Bank of India is playing, and along with that it is also doing the credit control. So, these are the traditional functions, and on that also the Reserve Bank of India is having some specific or some more emphasis on the development and smooth running of the economy and strengthening the financial system of the country. So, these are the functions that we have just gone through, the promotional function. These are working more on these traditional functions, or it is going in deep into the traditional functions and looking after a developed economy or a stable economy of the country. So, we will be discussing these roles of the Reserve Bank of India one by one. So, we will see the promotion of banking habits and expansion of banking system. It performs several functions to promote banking habits among different sections of the society and promotes the traditional and functional expansion of banking system. So, Reserve Bank of India has set up several institutions for this purpose, and that are Deposit and Insurance Corporation 1962, the Agricultural Refinance Corporation in 1963, the IDBI in 1964, the UTI in 1964, the Investment Corporation of India in 1972, and the NABARD in 1982, and the National Housing Bank in 1989. So, these are the different institutions that the Reserve Bank of India has established, so that there will be a strengthened banking system and there will be a overall development of the financial system of the country. Next, we have export promotion through refinance facility. So, RBI promotes export through the Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation. that is known as ECGC and Exim Bank, and it provides a refinance facility for export credit given by the scheduled commercial banks. The interest rate charged for this purpose is comparatively low, and the ECGC provides insurance on export receivables, whereas Exim banks provide long term finance to project exports. So, for the promotion or for the refinance facility, and we can say that indirectly for the promotion of the international trade and finance, the separate function is there, or the Reserve Bank of India is working, and that function we are categorizing under the export promotion through refinance facility. Next, we have development of financial system. So, we know that the country's spine, or we can say the backbone of every country, is the financial system. So, the development and the strengthened financial system is most important for every country, and this responsibility is on the Reserve Bank of India, or we can say that the Reserve Bank of India has shouldered the responsibility of looking after the financial system, not only looking after and regulating, but also it should take care, and it is taking care of the financial system and strengthening it and bringing development in it. So, that is an important function of Reserve Bank of India. So, in that what it is doing, that it promotes and encourages the development of financial institutions, financial market and the financial instrument which is necessary for the faster economic development of the country. And it encourages all the banking and non-banking financial institutions to remain a sound and healthy financial system. So, as we know that in a financial system we have various components, like we have financial institution, we have financial intermediaries, we have financial instrument, we have different financial markets. So, all these financial system that is there, they are being promoted by the Reserve Bank of India, and all the banking and non-banking systems are being taken care by the Reserve Bank of India, and their promotion and smooth running is also taken care by the Reserve Bank of India. Next, we have support for industrial finance. So, as we have already told that the industries of a country is inevitable or important, and the Reserve Bank of India is supporting for the finance of these industries, and it supports industrial development and has taken several initiatives for its promotion. And it has played an important role in the establishment of industrial finance institutions such as ICICI Limited, IDBI Limited, SIDBI, etc. So, these are the various financial institutions which are specially designed for the development or the financing of industries. It also supports small scale industries by ensuring increased credit supply. And Reserve Bank of India directed the commercial banks to provide adequate financial and technical assistance through specialized small scale industry branches. So, as we know, and it is been very visible that the industry are the marks, or we can say that they are the symbols for the development of a country, or the economic development of a country can be very nicely been visualized when the industries are in a very good health, or it has a very strong base in the country. So, as good the industrial sector in the country, that good or healthy the country's economy, we can say. So, the Reserve Bank of India is also supporting and looking after the health of, or the soundness of the industrial sector in India, and for that it is having established specialized units, those who are taking care of the industries. Apart from that, also it has taken up small scale industries to be promoted, and also taking special care of this small scale industries. And not only specialized units, but also the commercial banks have been directed by the Reserve Bank of India to take care of and to give finance to the small scale units, that is SSIs, so that there will be more development in the industrial sector, and indirectly that will be supporting for the development of the economy. So next we will talk of the support to the cooperative sector, the function that the Reserve Bank of India is carrying out. The RBI supports the cooperative sector by extending indirect finance to the state cooperative banks, and it routes this finance mostly via NABARD. Next we will talk of the support for the agricultural sector, and Reserve Bank of India provides financial facilities to the agricultural sector through NABARD and regional rural banks, and NABARD provides short term and long term credit facilities to the agricultural sector, and Reserve Bank of India provides indirect financial assistance to NABARD by providing large amount of money through general line of credit at lower rates. So the agricultural sector is very important and vital, as we know that India is an agriculture based country. So the development of that sector is definitely going to boost the economy of the country, and the Reserve Bank of India is taking care of that sector, and for that it has established a separate bank, that is the NABARD. And the NABARD is taking care of the agriculture of the country, and for that the Reserve Bank of India is also directing or giving away a large amount of fund at a low rate, so that the NABARD will be able to finance the agriculture sector. And under NABARD there are regional rural banks, that are RRBs, they are also taking care of this sector. So this is the structure how the Reserve Bank of India has done and functioning for the development or the support of the agricultural sector. So next we have training provision to banking staff. So not only the Reserve Bank of India is taking care of all the sectors that is out of it, it is also taking care of its own banking staff and the banking staffs, and for them there are provision of training and upgradation of their knowledge, so that they will be working efficiently. And for it the Reserve Bank of India provides training to the staff of banking industry by setting up bankers training college at many places. So the Reserve Bank of India has set up different banking training colleges, so that the banking staff will be well trained and updated. And institutes like National Institute of Bank Management, Bank Staff College, etc. These are the institutes that are set up by Reserve Bank of India and provide training to the banking staff. So this is what the Reserve Bank of India is doing for the training of the banking staff. Next we have data collection and publication of report. The Reserve Bank of India collects data about interest rates, inflation, deflation, savings, investment and many more, which is very helpful for researchers and policymakers. And it publishes data on different sectors of the economy through its publication division. It publishes weekly reports, annual reports, reports on trend and progress of commercial bank, etc. So this is what the data collection and publication function of the Reserve Bank of India is. So what the Reserve Bank of India, in one video we have discussed on the departments of Reserve Bank of India. There we have a statistical department or data collection department which is collecting data, and that is actually very much essential to know that where the economy of our country stands, or what is the financial position of the country and what should be taken care of or what should be done at this point of time, what are the measures that are to be taken. And for that the data are very much important, and the Reserve Bank of India is collecting the data for the policy makers or for the one who are doing research on this, and it is providing also annual reports, quarterly reports and many such bulletins. Those will keep the researchers, the policymakers and even the general public of what the financial situation of the country is. So this is what the function of data collection and publication of reports is. So next category of function that we have made is the supervisory role and functions of Reserve Bank of India. So, apart from the traditional functions and the promotional and developmental functions, the Reserve Bank of India is also a supervisor to the other banks, to the financial system and to the whole economy of the country. So, how the Reserve Bank of India is carrying out this function? Supervisory function ensures improvement in the methods of operation of banking in India, and it controls and administers the entire financial and banking system of India through these functions that are giving license to banks, bank inspection and inquiry, implementation of deposit insurance scheme, control over non-banking financial institutions, periodic review of the working of commercial banks. So, these are the functions that the Reserve Bank of India is carrying out to have a supervisory role and to have a regulation on the banking and the other financial systems. So, we will be discussing these. First is giving license to banks. So, Reserve Bank of India has the authority to grant license to the banks for carrying out business, and it provides license for the opening of new branches, opening extension counters, and also for closing down existing branches. And Reserve Bank of India through this power avoids unnecessary competition among different banks at any particular location. So, what the Reserve Bank of India is doing, as we are being continuously saying that Reserve Bank of India is the apex body, or it is the one who is going to regulate the other banks, or all the banks that are operating in the country are being supervised or regulated by the Reserve Bank of India. So, this function of issuing license is an important role to keep a check on the banking operations, or we can say the opening of branch and shutting down of banks. So, there will be opening of branches, counters, or we can say giving out the permission or giving out the license to carry out any extension program of the bank by the authorization of Reserve Bank only. And if there is unnecessary divisions or the banks or the counters that are not working properly, the Bank of India can also shut it down. So, these are the things by which the Reserve Bank of India is not only supervising but also regulating the banking sector. So, next we have bank inspection and inquiry function. So, RBI has the power to inspect and inquire banks in various matters under the Banking Regulation Act and the Reserve Bank of India Act, and it can inspect loans and advances, deposits, investment functions, which helps to ensure that financial institutions and banks carry out their operations in a proper manner. It carries out periodical inspections once or twice a year, and banks have to take remedial measures pointed out during an inspection. It also asks for periodical promotion regarding certain assets and liabilities of bank. So, as we know that the Reserve Bank of India has the supervision on the banks. So, after giving them the license, or after carrying out the function of licensing the banks, it is the work of Reserve Bank of India didn't stop there. It is taking care of those banks and time to time give a visit and inquire about that how these banks are functioning and what are the position of the bank and whether they are doing all their functions properly or not, or whether they are carrying out all the functions according to the guidelines or not. So, that is what the supervisory functions, or we can say the function of the Reserve Bank of India is, that it is inspecting the banks time to time. Next we have implementation and deposit insurance scheme. The Reserve Bank of India has the responsibility to implement the deposit insurance scheme to ensure the protection of deposits of small depositors. So, under this scheme, deposits below rupees 1 lakh are insured with the deposit insurance guarantee corporation set up by Reserve Bank of India. It implements the deposit insurance scheme in case of failure of any bank. So, deposits made in the accounts of commercial banks, cooperative banks and RRBs are covered under this scheme. The fixed deposit with institutions such as ICICI, IDBI etc. are not covered under this scheme. So, for the small depositors or the depositors or the customers, those who are depositing the money or their savings with the banks, the Reserve Bank of India has a provisions or have a scheme to implement that a deposit insurance scheme. So, by that the depositors or the savers, those who are depositing the money with the banks, they are ensured of any banking faults if happen, and the deposit should be above rupees 1 lakh. There is a small contradiction in that with the deposits of the ICICI and IDBI that are the industrial banks. So, this insurance scheme is not available for the industrial banks, but for other commercial banks and the general savers or for the general accounts, this function of insurance deposit is been implemented. Then we have control over non-banking financial systems. So, we know that apart from the banking system, there is a major portion of the financial system that has been acquired by the non-banking institutions. The Reserve Bank of India is also having a grip on these non-banking financial institutions. The monetary policy of Reserve Bank of India does not influence the non-banking financial institutions, and however, it gives directions to the non-banking financial institutions and also conducts inquiry and inspections to exercise control over these institutions. For example, it requires permission from the Reserve Bank of India for deposit taking operations by non-banking financial institutions. As we know that the financial system of the country are been acquired by the various participants, in that the financial institutions are the major one, and of that banking sector is acquiring the major part of the financial institutions, but also a significant part of the financial institutions has been acquired by the non-banking institutions. Although the monetary policy is not been implemented on these non-banking institutions, the Reserve Bank of India is taking care and regulating these non-banking financial institutions, keeping a keen eye on them, inspecting them every now and then, and also these institutions are going to conduct their each and every dealings with the public or with the customers with due permissions and under the guideline of Reserve Bank of India. Then periodic review of the working of commercial banks. The supervisory functions of Reserve Bank of India also includes periodic review of the working of commercial banks, and it takes necessary steps to increase the efficiency of the commercial banks and for the implementation of policy changes and the schemes for the improvement of the banking system. So, the Reserve Bank of India is taking care of the commercial bank, and it is giving periodic reviews, and it is looking into that and taking measures for the development of the commercial bank and for the increase of the efficiency of these commercial banks. This is what another important supervisory function of the Reserve Bank of India is. These are the various functions that the Reserve Bank of India is taking, that we have discussed on the basis of, or we are categorizing that under the traditional functions, the promotion and development functions and the supervisory functions. So, these various functions the Reserve Bank of India is taking care, or the Reserve Bank of India is taking for the promotion and healthy or soundness of the financial system and the banking sector and the non-banking sector and overall the economy of the country. Apart from these functions, the Reserve Bank of India is also prohibited for some functions. So, there are some prohibitory functions of Reserve Bank of India. We will have a quick look on that. That are, Reserve Bank of India cannot purchase the shares of any industrial undertaking or even its own shares. It cannot provide direct monetary or financial assistance to any commercial undertaking or trade, etc. And Reserve Bank of India does not have the power to buy any immovable properties, and Reserve Bank of India does not have the authority to give loans on the security of property or shares. So, these are the prohibitory roles that the Reserve Bank of India should play or should function, and should not do all these things, so that the efficiency and credibility of Reserve Bank of India will be intact. So, this is all that we have to discuss today, that what are the promotional and developmental functions of Reserve Bank of India. We have discussed various promotional and developmental roles of Reserve Bank of India. Also, we have discussed the supervisory or the regulatory role of the Reserve Bank of India, and we know that what are the prohibitions on the Reserve Bank of India, or what are the things that the Reserve Bank of India cannot do. So, this is all that the function and the role of Reserve Bank of India is. Thank you.